my face over here more often. We are about to tap into how they feel. Okay, so you guys will have to take what resonates and leave what does not. I do want to start off by saying that I would never reach out to you for a reading, but if you need to reach out to me, my link tree is in the description down below as well as in my bio. If you are new in here, my name is Gypsy Woman Lou Love. You can call me Lou Love for short. Yeah, we're gonna tap into your person. So I'm gonna give you guys some time to think about someone. You know, the person on your mind. How are they currently feeling about? I'm gonna tap into how they're feeling about you, how they're feeling about themselves, how they're feeling about the connection that y'all share together, and you know what the future really holds for y'all, and if the past or anything else is like blocking that from coming in the best way. Okay, so hopefully I can get into all of that in an hour. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you feel guided to. And yeah, let's see what's going on here. So how does this person feel, Spirit? Can we get some clarity? Very first card out. I can't promise you anything. So this is the very first card out here. With the person on your mind, we have I can't promise you anything. We have this love is crazy. So I feel like I'm hearing Can You Handle It by Usher. A Libra could be of significance, but somebody feels like they maybe don't know if they have what it takes to be able to keep up the momentum of this raft or this capacity of love. This person is like, yeah, it feels good and all, but I don't know if I have it, you know, to do like longevity, you know. So let's see, because we have I can't promise you anything as the very first card, but water going is good. I'm gonna get it. Let's go. Let's see. Oh, it says I want out. Oh gosh. The next card we have here is I want out. Is this hooked? Is this person hooked on your energy and kind of like, let me see what's going on here. I don't know if they're frustrated with themselves or, you know, if they're not used to being this. I don't like somebody is used to being able to control the narrative. And in this particular situation, they can't. Like they want to turn off their emotions. They want to turn off the love they have. They want to be nonchalant and not care, but they can't. You know, so this person is extremely conflicted within. Um, it says, I don't want to be alone. Mm. Hey, hello. Let's see what else is here. This card, ooh, drugs and alcohol. Okay, somebody is doing heavy. They are not taking this well. You know, for some reason, somebody, wow, you know, when you think about the weight that this is putting on someone to be able to experience this type of love, you know, it's, I don't want to say it's doing them more bad than good, but they're not taking it well. You know, it's like a drug or something because they keep wanting more of it, but they're not actually being able to process it. It's only triggering them. It's triggering them a lot, actually. Maybe because they've never received this type of love before. Maybe because they might feel insecure or unworthy. But it's like you got somebody going round and round in their mind about this, you know, with this drugs and alcohol. So it says it's dark without you here. You know, you really was like a unexpected for somebody. You know, they're used to, like I said, being able to control the narrative, but they're used to a certain type of energy, like a darkness that comforts dark, but you might be light and it's casting, you know, you're casting the light in this dark space or place, and somebody could be getting used to that warmth. Okay, when it be dark, sometimes it be cold. Okay, but they're getting used to the warmth. It says this love is crazy. Warm. But they're not, they don't know how to process it right. They don't know how to process it right. It says emotions overwhelming. Like they're literally having a hard time really processing the love that y'all share together. You know, they need it? Absolutely. I just don't think it's kind of giving like blindsided, like they were blind. Like, you know, when somebody rips back the curtains in the morning and you're blindsided by the light, like, oh, I don't, that's kind of what it gives. Like, rise and shine, rise and shine, wake up. Okay. All right now. Hello, everyone. Hey, hey, y'all. Okay, it says I want out. Clarify that. It says I wish I could be fully honest with you. The reason that this person is running away, could be running away, they might be nonchalant towards you right now. They might even be giving you the cold shoulder, is because they don't know how to process the love that you give. They don't know how to process the love that you give. But when you guys are together, it seems like this person wants to be in your skin if they're not actually already. But it seems like this person quite literally is clingy, like overly clingy to you. You know, so when y'all aren't around each other, it's hard to read this person, because when you guys are together, it's just, ooh, they're trying very hard to keep up this facade, but at the same time, they are experiencing something that they have never felt before. And this is somebody that likes to be in control of things. How can you control something that you don't know, that something that you have never experienced? It says, I need to hold back my true feelings from you. Hey, y'all, we have this here with drugs and alcohol. Like, they are really, you have to understand what the extreme of those emotions that they have to hold back from you, so much so that they have to run to vices like drugs and alcohol to cope with it. It's like, what are you shining the light on in this person's life? I wonder. um let's see. Oh, that was pretty quick. It says the passion is too much. They cannot handle it. This person cannot handle it. They're only used to dealing with people that are equally dark. They're not used to having that yin and yang, that duality with light and dark, especially maybe somebody that's more light than dark. It's like, whoa. Whoa. So let's see. Next card we have here is I can't stop thinking about you. It's so in and out. It's so back and forth. It's so up and down. It's so two completely different opposite. Two. It says I can't make a decision. It says I can't make a decision. It's so like it's two completely different opposite things, but it's literally the same thing. You can't have one without the other, I guess you could say. You know, two things that only make sense together, I guess. Like we said, that yin and yang, that light and dark, that up and down, that duality, you know, that often come pair and pair, hand in hand. I feel like somebody is, it's mainly coming from, I think, maybe somebody comparing themselves to you or comparing yourselves to your light. Nobody is 100% of the light but the Almighty Most High Divine God. Nobody is 100% of the dark but it up. Okay, so I'm just, and even that, you know, is touching feel, touch and go, you know. But it's just like, it says, why do I feel so lost? It is, in comparison to you, maybe so. It really does. Like, you guys are cut from two different cloths, and I feel like somebody comparing themselves to you is not going to work in their favor. They have to be willing to view themselves in their own personal light and their own personal energy here, but they can only do this through you. You bring the light to them, you know. So it's very conflicting how this person is processing your energy. Like, you're bringing light to a very dark place, like I said, but that also forces them to be extremely vulnerable in a place where they can assess themselves and where they are at in life. But I feel like this person would prefer to do this alone. But they have you around, thankfully, by the grace of God. They have you around that's casting this light, and they're running from you like, no. It's like I'm literally seeing somebody run away from you, but steady saying, come here. Like, they're wanting you to chase them, but it's not in a way that you might think. Like, it's like their 3D body is running away from you, and their heart is staying right next to you, or their mind is staying right next to you. It's like their ego is running away from you, but everything else in their vessel is staying right beside you. So it's so, how do I think it was Terminator. I'm seeing somebody being lowered into like a body of something, and all of these different energies. I think it was Terminator, where it was like all these different things started like coming out of this person. All the entities and their energies, negativity, or I don't really feel like it's positivity, but the negative things that held this person back, that was feasting on their energy in some way, shape, or form. As y'all come closer together, your relationship is really casting a light on them. And it's kind of giving like the roaches. When you turn on the light and all the motherfuckers scatter away, that's what it gives. You allow somebody to just be, kind of like protection or something like that, without being consumed by the darkness. And then when you're not around, it's like they got a taste of something and now they don't know how to go without it. But at the same time, they don't know how to process it either. So it's like, man, you stirring up a whole lot of shit. This person, a whole lot is stirring up here. Hey, hello everyone. But let's go. Let's see. Clarify. I can't promise you anything. This is what, and I feel like this is solely because they don't really want to hurt you, or they don't want to be the reason that you go through anything in your own personal life. They don't want to bleed over into you, or they don't want to bring any unnecessary darkness to you. But at the same time, they are becoming extremely infatuated with your light. You know, I can't promise you anything. Please clarify this. Oh, I don't want to give hand. This is YouTube. The very first card we have out here is the Lovers. That's extremely telling. So let's see. I need to get some different cards. Oh, we have the Lovers out here, and we have the Eight of Cups. It says this love is crazy. They will walk away. This person will sacrifice a relationship and connection altogether if they have the willpower and strength. I truly believe, because they don't want to hurt you, because they don't want their energy to bleed over into you, knowing that you really don't deserve that energy. So like I'm keep picking up on this in and out or hot and cold. Um, it's because somebody's right mind, I'm hearing my mind to let me know. It's like somebody's mind or their ego is telling them to go. It's too much to deal with. It's too much to bear. But that heart, their mind, it's I'm about to say their mind again because their mind can't stop thinking about you. So it's like their light side and their dark side is really having them. They're battling it out. Drugs and alcohol is out here, and it says I want out. And I feel like this is like they want out of the darkness. They don't want. I don't think they truly want out of this connection. They want to be, they want to be ready to have a real connection. They want to be what's needed to have a healthy connection. But I feel like they're ready to finally be out of this phase, out of this chapter. With this, I want out. They want out of this cycle that they have been stuck in. They are they have gotten a taste of the new life, and I truly don't feel like somebody wants to turn back. But they are not ready to be in a intimate or not even really a healthy relationship with you. But do they want to step away from the connection? I don't think so. It says I need to hold back my true feelings from you. I wish I could be truly true. I wish I could be fully honest with you. Oh, you really stirred up a lot in this person's energy. You really brought light to a lot of darkness that really is forcing this person to define and assess and address things that I feel like they have been putting on the back burner for a long while, or they just have been procrastinating with walking away from, separating themselves from, you know. Let's see. It says, I want out. We have the Knight of Cups here. And this is exactly they're ready to take leaps of faith. They're ready for new opportunities, new blessings, new experiences to be coming in their life. This is their light, is finally wanting out of whatever darkness they have casted over themselves. With this drugs and alcohol, I'm getting that this is maybe even self-inflicted or self-prolonged, with somebody's inability to find the strength to get through what they're going through and not settle or dwell in their misery. When they say misery loves company. So it's like this person is wanting out of this darkness, and they're finally ready to apply themselves to life in some way, shape, or form. They're ready to show up in their own personal life instead of just being like a backup role. They're ready to step into maybe real main character energy, ready to start putting forth effort. And to be honest, I feel like this is coming from you. This is stemming from you, stemming from the connection that y'all share together. You see the Empress on the bottom of the deck, so it's not. It makes a lot of sense. Some of you guys have extremely potent energy. that this person is feeding off of. They are using it, or it's casting a lot of light in a very dark place. I don't think the Empress is going to give somebody the benefit of the doubt or take a leap of faith on somebody just because. I feel like if you are entertaining this person, or if you are choosing to be next to this person or give them your time, effort, and energy, it's because you see something in them that maybe they don't even see in themselves. So I don't feel like this is all for no reason. Oh, and as I say that, my ear is ringing. I feel like it's because you see something in this person, or the death card is out here. We have Gemini, we have Libra, Taurus, we have Scorpio, we have Five of Wands out here. I truly feel like you see something in someone that they don't see. Okay, maybe the lightness, the good in this person that they tried so hard to keep dark or keep hidden away for whatever reason. It says it's dark without you. So let's clarify that. The Temperance is out here. When somebody is alone, when somebody is in there, they don't, I won't say they don't appreciate their solitude, but they don't know how to find peace and their own personal comfort. They don't know how to find peace in their solitude. They don't know how to find peace when they are alone. So they would rather connect with people that are on the same level or on the same frequency or understand darkness. They connect with maybe low vibrational or maybe even karmic people, just simply because that's what makes sense because it's familiar. They can trauma bond in some way, shape, or form. But connecting with you is giving this person a different perspective. Like, I don't have to settle for this. If I really want more, it is possible for me to get that. It's possible for me to receive that. It takes, but of course, it's going to take for me to apply myself in some way, shape, or form. You are, I could say, hope, you know, making this person feel hopeful about life. Just life has life's trials and tribulations really can, you know, beat you down, can take from you, to know that you have people around you that can give you that energy, that can pour into you. I'm picking up, the analogy of, just a little bit of assistance or a leg up, but, a lighter that's been in water and, it being relit by another lighter or something of that nature, if you guys understand what I'm saying. But, sometimes it really just takes a good deed or a kind person to do the right thing. Okay. Spike Lee. Spike Lee. But it says emotions overwhelm me. Kind-hearted people, genuine people. The Two of Wands is out here. You have this here with emotions overwhelm me. Somebody really. Oh, this is. I'm picking up like real neglect. Like, emotions overwhelm somebody because they have never really had a safe space to really just be in it. I feel like the environment always calls for defense, or it was always too chaotic, or it was just always something going on that somebody really never had peace of mind to think about the possibilities of what the future might hold for them. Somebody was always forced to live in the now, always forced to live in reality. And that's life. But confirmation bird, we have imagination, I guess you could say, for a reason. We dream. God gives us free will to dream our biggest dreams because that's what we came down here to do, to overcome whatever limitations we might be having from taking those leaps of faith. It's like somebody was confined into this pessimistic space, mindset, place, environment, whatever, and they never really got to. I'm picking up on somebody every time it was time for somebody to like take a leap of faith and do something different or dream big in some way, shape, or form. There's always some type of pessimistic, like some type of low ball advice or energy coming from this. With the Two of Wands and emotions overwhelm me, it's like it was never explored. It was never created. It's crazy. Like, it's as crazy as it may sound. Like, shut up and make the money. Go to work. That's what work. That's life. It's like somebody never. I'm picking up on like a basement or something, like no windows, or something somewhere with no windows. Okay, like a prison or something. I don't know, like it's something as small as being able to see the sky, touching grass, connecting with earth, can inspire you in so many ways. But I feel like somebody was isolated or something, like they weren't able to dream, they weren't able to explore, they weren't able to be like a kid. Maybe somebody went, had to grow up young or something like that. Responsibilities took their childhood. They had to get a job, they had to do this, they had to do that. you know it was never like it says. I'm just gonna continue because I could be I wish I could be fully honest with you. Please clarify this. The Queen of Swords is out here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. I wish I could be fully honest with you. I feel like this is matters of the mind, about all that they think about, maybe all that they want to accomplish. All I'm hearing recollection, all that they are processing right now. It's like I'm picking up on like a, a dump, like a trauma dump or an emotional dump. Like somebody doesn't. This is exactly what they don't want to do. They don't want to enlighten you about what you're bringing light to, because it's all low energy. It's all low vibrational energy. So when they get around you and you cast this light on them, or they can soak up this light in some way, shape, or form, they have to think about and process and put things back in their proper place and redefine everything that happened, or everything that they weren't paying attention to. You know, this person can only take your energy in like increments. I truly feel like they might go through like a psychotic break if you were to be around them longer than what they could handle, because you really cast a lot of light, like a lot of realizations and a lot of epiphanies are had when this person is around you, that kind of just shows like their whole life was like a sham or a lie, or their whole life was like just picking up I'm just picking up on this energy that just makes somebody see things from a completely different way, or a completely different perspective, you know, putting things heavy on the redefining, heavy on redefining, let's see. The Six of Pentacles is out here. The Six of Pentacles is out here, has a lot to do with what they have received, the give and take. The things that they have been given, the things that they have had to. I'm hearing. I keep seeing K Michelle. K Michelle could be of significance, but I remember she was talking about this. About she was in a crazy deal that she could not get out of. She was in a love or in an intimate connection with her manager, and her manager was abusing her and all this crazy shit, and she couldn't get out of it. But that's what I keep picking up on K Michelle, when she kept saying, just shut up and make the money. Nobody cares about your feelings or your emotions, or really that's not going to get you anywhere. But with that mindset, it didn't allow somebody to, it kept somebody in the mindset of, your emotions only is it's a bad thing. They associated their emotions with a negative thing, instead of all of the beautiful emotions that you can experience, that you can claim, and you can um initiate yourself into: happiness, joy, gratitude, grace, all of those things. It's like somebody associated their feelings with low vibrational energy, because maybe they were surrounded by people that had yet to really heal their emotions. Broken people inflicting broken knowledge onto other people, because they had yet to really heal themselves and deal with whatever they had gone through in life. So it's like somebody telling, like, your emotions aren't going to help you. Somebody that used their emotions and maybe got their feelings hurt, or maybe got, it didn't work out in their favor, and because of that they decided to never use them again, instead of mastering it, because it's a way of life, because God gave us the ability to feel. With that feeling, not everything is going to feel good, but not everything is going to feel bad either. That's why it's imperative that you allow yourself to live your life. Get comfortable with understanding that you're not going to be able to control everything. But yeah, let's see what this is. This is the heavy on the control, Well, because this happened to me, because that happened to me, because I was hurt, or whatever the case may be, I'm not gonna feel my emotions anymore. Fuck everybody, whatever the case may be. But in reality, it's unrealistic for you to really think that you can't feel your emotions, or you can turn your heart off. Like all you're doing is settling in those broken feelings, misery and betrayal and things of that. And all you're doing is settling in low vibrational emotions because of your inability to get back up and heal yourself again. That's all you're doing. You're not cutting yourself off to the negative things. You're cutting yourself off to the positive things. Let's talk about it. Anywho, when they get around you, the Ace of Swords is here. It sheds a lot of light and insight onto the love that they have been receiving, the love that they have been accepting, maybe even the love that they felt like they deserved. And this is from the outside and on the inside. The love that they have, that they give themselves, the grace that they give themselves when it comes to being human and feeling regular emotions. Emotions is what makes you human. Unless you're a robot, are you AI? Come on now. Hmm. King of Pentacles is out here. You know, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. We have Taurus, Libra, Gemini, Sagittarius, Aquarius. The Eight of Pentacles. Whatever was impossible before, whatever, it's like whatever just people deem to be impossible, whatever people deem to be unworthy, a waste of time, or you know, a setup. I feel like, is this person is realizing isn't necessarily true for everybody. Somebody else's story doesn't always have to be your story, and it's imperative that you keep that in mind. That God crafted you, unique from outside of any other person, place, or thing. No one person is the same. Even twins have a little bit of difference within them. So with that being said, allowing somebody, helping somebody really step into their individuality and feeling comfortable about that. Feeling comfortable on whatever that reality might look like, rather it be complete shambles or they be in the best place of their life. Allowing themselves to feel grace and to still feel loved, regardless of if you are in the best space or if you are in your worst space. You know, for better or for worse. I feel like of course, maybe for some of you guys, it is their worst stage, and you still love them through this, which makes them feel like I can only imagine what the love is going to be like when I can reciprocate the energy or when I am a better version of myself. This intrigues them while simultaneously frightening them. Hell, frightening the hell out of them. Why do I feel so lost out here? The Six of Wands is out here. They feel lost in life, but happy to know that they found you. And I think that's so cute. And that's so cute. Like, everything don't make no sense right now, but I'm happy that I'm with this person, though. Shit, I'd rather be doing it with this person than to be doing it alone, because I feel like if I was alone, I probably would have never got it done. This could be like a body double. That could be of significance for you guys, people that are more likely to get things done when you have somebody around. And these people don't even have to help you do anything. They can just talk to you. You guys don't have to even have to talk about anything. But the presence of another person, makes it easier for people to do whatever it is that they need to do. Aries energy could be of significance. I know in Aries that's good for this. I know in Aries that can, what's it like lay on the couch, lounge on the couch all day long, knowing that they have 15 things to do, and they won't do it all day until they get around that one person, until they have that one conversation, and it seems like they get all 15 things done in 1 hour. And it's like, well, why did you procrastinate? It's like, I don't know, I just needed a little push, or I just needed a little bit of encouragement, or I just needed some company. I didn't want to feel alone, or whatever it is. Somebody feels like it just kind of gives that, like, I was gonna do it eventually, but while I'm on the phone with you, you know what, let me get it done. The healing that was being put off, that was not only just being put off, but not being acknowledged at all. Like, not only was it not being acknowledged, but it was like, to even think about that is a waste of time. All of that is finally being addressed, assessed, thrown out, put in its proper place, dust down, wiped off, cleaned out, all of that. Like a whole reset is happening here. Like when you, I'm keep seeing somebody like open up the curtains, open up the curtains and let the light in, and it's a little dusty. Gotta get the dust in, and so I'm seeing beauty shop. I remember when Queen Latifah had bought that shop, and that joint was a little dusty, a little TLC. But they went in there and they didn't threw out everything that was old, and they repainted the walls and patched up the ceilings, and they made it look good. I'm hearing it's really not that bad. It just needs a little shaping to the salon. Okay. Yeah. What time is it? Okay, I got about 30 minutes. Y'all think we need 30 more minutes? Y'all want to see how this couple, how it's going to turn out with I see the 3 cups with the bottom of the deck, which is really good energy. Really, really good. This is going to be the end of this. There is going to be cause for celebration, which is very good, very telling. The question is, do you guys want to see it all the way through to the end, or no? I have some time left. For those of you that are in here live, if you're watching the recording and you want more, you better follow me. Okay, you better give me a follow so that you don't miss it. So that you don't miss it. But for those of you that are in here, are we extending this? Or are we gonna leave it here? I could go to another platform. I split the deck on the Ten of Cups. I split the deck on the Ten of Cups. I lied to you not. I split the deck right on the Ten of Cups. Okay, the Queen of Cups is out here too. I think I'll get one more spread and then I'm gonna let you guys go. I'll get one more spread. What does the future hold for this couple, Spirit? Overall, what does the future hold for this couple? Can the cards pop out? What does the future hold for this couple? Like overall, end all be all. The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is here. Now we had already had the Ten of Cups, but the Ace of Cups is here. I see the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck too. We got very extremely potent love, abundance. I'm also hearing prosperity as well. So that's two big dogs right there. The Three of Pentacles, extreme team. This is teamwork in more ways than one. Teamwork when it comes to love, teamwork when it comes to finances. So it's like, as long as it gets done. I'm not picking up that it's going to be one of those, where everything has to be 50-50 and everything has to be, I'm not picking up that energy, especially because of how it's coming in. The relationship was never really based off of things having to be balanced. It just had to make sense for these people. Sometimes love can very much well be 80-20, 70-30, 60-40. When you find the times when it is 50-50, that's a good time. But love isn't always easy like that. Sometimes love be hard. Sometimes it's 90-20. Sometimes it's 100-0. Hopefully that's not the case. But it comes with the territory. And I think this couple was going to be a lot based around, like, as long as it gets done, as long as we can move forward, as long as we can progress, nothing can really stop us, and it's not gonna, the call is for damn sure not gonna come from the inside. If anything, the call is gonna come from the Almighty Most High Divine God, because I'm hearing, it's kind of give a death row, but I'm hearing locked in, locked in, sucked like a booty. Okay, let me get 2 more cards here, Spirit. Let me get 2 more cards. The Nine of Pentacles, extremely abundant, extremely fulfilling. The words, I'm trying to find the words, but it's kind of giving speechless. It's giving, you had to be there to believe it. You had to be there to experience it. I'm picking up somebody, like, of course you guys could have kids together, but I'm picking up somebody talking to the grandkids, like, yeah, when your grandmama when your grandmama met me, I was this, I was that. When your grandfather met me, I was blah blah blah. I really wasn't in the best space or place in my life, but this person really did. They love me. I'm picking up that somebody is basically using the fact that it was pure character alone that pulled somebody and not their resources. I really didn't have much, but I had this, but I had that, but they still like this, but they still like that. Like, you, I'm hearing nephew. I'm hearing nephew, like, I didn't always have this, but they still love me for this or they still love me for that. Basically saying, like, it's really just about the love. It was the love that kept us going. It wasn't always, things didn't always make sense, and we didn't always have this, and didn't always have that. We always had each other. And that's what kept us going, at the end of the day. Split the deck last time on Six of Swords. This connection is going to continue to move forward. This connection is going to continue to overcome tidal waves. I'm picking up on people like voyagers or something of that nature. People that, only have a small boat, but the small boat has seen many storms. I'm picking up on Aladdin. But the small boat has seen many storms, okay, and they have been able to successfully get over all of them. They have been able to remain together. They have been able to keep whatever they have worked hard for, you know, and it's lasted. It's lasted. Other people might not be able to appreciate it, but who cares about other people? As long as I have my person, that's really all that matter. Okay, and isn't that what we're all here for? Isn't that what we're all here for? The high priestess and the queen of wands is out here. The person that makes you feel like anything, there's nothing too great or there's nothing too grand. Like anything impossible, anything in life is possible as long as I have this person beside me. People that thick as thieves, like I know for a fact. Me alone, probably not. But me and the Almighty Most High Divine God can make anything happen. You can't tell. I'm telling you, God had brought me back from some of the craziest times in my life. You wouldn't believe. You would not believe. But that's me. So, and this is what somebody is like. Somebody has a person that they can share this with. Somebody has a significant other that they share this with, and this is amazing energy. Like it's extremely beautiful to share this with somebody, to know that circumstances, society, trials and tribulations, nothing can really break the bond that these two people share together, because it was built off of genuine energy here. And it wasn't always much. I keep picking up on you, like, right, this is what's clarifying. It started out as a small page and then turned into a big huge ace, of course, over time, of course, through trial and tribulation. But something had this a process. It was like a mustard seed or something grew and grew and grew, and I'm picking up it's going to continue to grow. There's going to be forward progress and forward consistency in this relationship. The stagnant energy that was once here is no longer. There is always going to be something here. This seed that is being planted right now is going the first of many seeds. This seed that's being planted right now is going to be it's just the beginning of what these two people are going to be crafting and cultivating here. I think that's amazing. I think that's amazing. Absolutely. I keep seeing that Queen of Cups. No, I see a few queens here. I see the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I see the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, and I see Pisces energy, the High Priestess, to be specific. Ooh, two people. I'm hearing falling in love with you was the easy part. It was staying in love, that deemed to be the task. But the thing about it is these two people consistently show up. They show up every time. They can bank on that. They can count on that reliability, consistency, as I said. But Magician is on the bottom of the day, and the Hermit is on the bottom of the day. So good. The energy here, it really started out extremely rocky. It really started out like, I don't know if this is a good thing I should be doing. I don't know if this is an investment that I should be. I don't know if this is a gamble that I should be taking. But it's going to turn out to be something that really does last the test of time. It's going to turn out to be something, really story worthy. I guess you could say the foots in the sand is what I'm seeing, but you see that Ten of Cups. Something so beautiful, something that the souls will remember, something that's just good for the soul. It's just good for the soul. Justice card is out here. And the Chariots. The Justice and the Chariot is out here like, oh my gosh. The Six of Cups talks about the genuine love that's going to be shared and felt here. The Six of Cups talks about nostalgia, old stomping grounds, familiarity and things of that nature. Being able to see somebody from when they were a kid grow up into a full adult and become successful and start their own family and their own business. That's what the Six of Cups is about. And this is what is happening here. This is what's going to happen here. Over a period of time, two people are going to grow closer together, moving forward. As they move forward, they will grow closer. You know, their connection will grow stronger. You know, it's like a fresh love where every day is going to be new because they show up every day. You know, no day is going to be the same. It's not going to become mundane or like a chore or like a burden, but something that is wanting to be done, something that's wanting, you know, something that I want to do. I'm doing it because I want to do it, not because I have to do it. Okay. So yeah, last card. Last card is the Hierophant. The Hierophant. Now, if God don't do it, that's the Almighty Most High Divine God there. Of course, you guys know. Thank you so much for allowing me in your energy. If you guys need to reach out to me for a reading, I do offer same day as well as emergency. Um, yeah, y'all. I do offer same day. Okay, have a good time. I'll yeah, guys, that was good. That was good. You know, it was real shaky. It started out real shaky. I was like, I don't know about this one. If it as your reader, I'm telling you right now, I probably would have told you no, no. You know, because most times the hand is out here. Most times, you know, situations like this don't always have the luxury of playing out so beautifully. But it seems like God had his hand on something the entire time. The hand, God was watching over something, someone, maybe even these two people. Um, period. Period. When these two people came together, it could have been just because of there were so many differences. You know, how did you? What is the odds? What are the odds of these two people cut from two completely different cloths, coming from two completely different, you know, whatever, coming together? What are the odds of that? But yes, guys, I love you so much. If you guys need me, bye, bye. If you guys need me, use my link tree down below. Okay, peace, peace. Be still. No.